Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. I am here today with a special guest who I'm gonna let introduce themselves, and then we're gonna talk about capsule wardrobes, but not mine. Who are you?
I'm Teresa,
Yes.
and I live here. I live here!
You do not live here.
I live here though!
You do live here.
We live together!
We do live together.
And I don't know what else to say.
No, Teresa is the co-house owner that I mentioned sometimes, and Teresa was the person I went second-handing with when I got my license. So we have a house in common and a second-hand interest in common.
Yep.
And now also capsule wardrobes.
Yeah?
Yes. So in December, Teresa, or in November, end of November, early December, we talked capsule wardrobes, and Teresa wanted to have one. And so I helped you put one together.
Yep.
Why did you want to have a capsule wardrobe?
Well, basically I watched your videos and I was like, that sounds like fun. And I don't know, I wanted to try new things with my clothes, and that seemed like a very good way to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And before we get into the actual capsule and what you had in it and how you felt about it and stuff, I don't know if it's obvious to you guys just looking at this, but we have slightly different style.
Slightly.
I'm also wearing orange pants on
Yes.
top of this very
I
bright
love
shirt.
your outfit.
Thank you. And you're wearing black pants.
Yep.
We have very different styles, I would say, although we have pieces, like there are things in your wardrobe that I'm like, oh my god, I love that shirt, and vice versa, but not always like, oh, I love that and I would wear it.
No.
You have a little bit of a sneak peek right in this mirror.
Yes.
We're going to show you more of that later. But how would you describe your style? Like colors, if there are certain patterns, do you like certain types of clothes? Like, yeah.
That's a very good question. My one of my other friends was like, "You're really changing your wardrobe right now," because I'm like changing my style. So I don't really know what to call myself.
Teresa.
I'm Teresa. Yes, but I do like muted colors, like black. I have a lot of black.
I never thought you would have said that you like black.
But like suspenders are a big thing. I don't know. Like, I would describe myself as butch, so like mask clothes, lots of mask clothes, masculine clothes.
Yes.
And I don't know. Like, someone used the word dapper, not to describe me, but to describe like this style, and I was like, I really like the word dapper.
Would you do bow ties?
I would do bow ties. Yes.
Would you do tweed?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because bow ties, I just think bow ties and dapper.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not a far stretch between bow tie and tweed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's very true. But also, like, I used to be goth, emo, punk something, and so I have a lot of that, and I want to go back to that a bit. Like, I want to do DIY. I want to do DIY things to my clothes.
DIY?
Yes. DIY. I did it wrong. Anyway, I want to alter my clothes more than I do now. So started a very punk thing of I embroidered a frog on my pants.
Do you have them here?
I do.
Show the frog butt.
So I embroidered this frog.
It's so cute.
On the butt of my pants. So yeah.
Very punk.
Very punk.
Frogs are punk.
Oh yeah.
You heard it here first. Yeah, and I would also, I agree with everything you said. I would also say that you are a lot better at using jewelry than I am. Like, you do rings and you use earrings and stuff, which I wear my wedding ring and engagement ring, and that's about it. Sometimes I wear earrings, but only the last couple months really, last 6 months.
Yeah, so I'm wearing rings right now.
Yeah. You have some necklaces you use a lot.
Yeah.
Which is, for me, in my eyes, that's part of your style too.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
And like, I use a lot of bracelets, or a lot. I have 3, but I use them a lot.
You use them.
I really like that, and that is a conscious decision I made at some point, that I wanted to use jewelry more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we've talked about it. I've been like, how do you use jewelry? Because I always forget or don't remember to do it. And you were like, I just kind of do.
Yeah.
Alright, so you used a capsule wardrobe for 3 months.
Yep.
You started like December 9th or something.
Probably.
Yeah, and then into March.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it?
It was fun. I enjoyed it, and it didn't feel like it was restricting me. It was more challenging me to be more like creative with what I put together. So I enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah. And we did, when we put it together, we did what I did for last year of like, okay, in the next 3 months, what is happening? Is there a holiday? Is there a party that I know of? Is there a birthday? Big things like that. And for this capsule there was Christmas and New Year's. Yeah. And a few like family engagement things around there as well. Yeah. Which for some people means dressing up and
in my family very much so.
Yeah, exactly. So we took that into account as well. Yeah. Yeah, and then you and I went second-handing, and then you weren't allowed to use your new pieces.
Yeah, it was very strange.
So sorry.
I'm using them now though, so it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Well, apart from like planning ahead for special occasions within the 3 months, what would you say was or is, that might have changed, important for you to have in your wardrobe? It goes a bit hand in hand with like what's your style. Yeah. But were there specific things like this is something I definitely want to have access to?
Yeah, I have a pair of pants. The
whole pair of pants
removed. Yeah. That I really love, and I didn't have any other pants that were like waist high before I went shopping. So I really wanted those so I could use them with suspenders, because suspenders and low-waisted pants don't really work for me. Yeah. So that was important, and I wanted hoodies, especially like warm hoodies, because it was gonna be cold. And t-shirts were important.
And then you got 2 more for Christmas.
Yes, I did. I have a lot of t-shirts in the capsule, and I still ran out of them sometimes. Yeah. Which was interesting.
And we don't do laundry that rarely.
No.
So. Yeah. Yeah. No, and I think that's also a thing, like you wear a lot more t-shirts and hoodies than I do. I own 1 hoodie plus 1 that I wear to the gym, but like I own 1 hoodie. I don't wear it really. I'm more a cardigans kind of person, or a sweater kind of person. Yeah. So it was fun to play with other clothes as well.
I wanted to have something like a dress or a skirt or something. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or not. Yeah. But I wanted something in that direction too.
Yeah. To have an option. Yeah. 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 I thought you turned your clothes and went, I wanted something black. Which we did good at that. You had like not maybe half black on it at least. Yeah. Do you know, I mean you didn't track what you wore, no. But do you know what you wore the most? And like either an item or a category of items?
Yeah, the pants that I just mentioned. I wore the most. But also this sweater that I usually combine with the pants that I mentioned. Because it's like short. It's a bit cropped.
Yeah. The color is not showing up real. No. Like this is much more rust than it's showing up, but we will try to get some pictures for it.
Yeah. So I use that one a lot, and it's like kind of warm. It's not the warmest, but it's warm enough.
You're also a lot more warm-blooded than I am. I am always cold. Teresa is like 50-50.
Yeah,
leaning more warm.
I'm wearing no sweater right now, for example.
I mean, neither are you. So. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to show the pants too while you're at it? Which is also fun, because these pants, I was there when you bought these pants.
Yes, you were.
And you weren't really sure.
No.
And I don't know if I found them or something, but
yes, you did.
I found them and I had to try them on.
And you brought them to me, and I was like,
so, yeah, you were in the fitting room and I found pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they show up.
No, they're purple.
Yeah, and they have zippers at the pant leg.
Yeah, and buttons. You can apparently tighten the cuff too. Didn't know that.
And I have a strange little zipper situation in the back too.
Yeah,
like half a zipper.
So you can zip on, like, you know, the kind of jackets you can zip off the hood. You could zip off like a butt pad.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I really like the shape of these two.
Yeah,
they're a very nice sort of like kind of balloony, and then they tighten in the legs.
Yeah, I want to call them pantaloons. I don't know why. Are those a thing?
Sure, maybe not that exactly, but let's call them pantaloons.
But yeah, like the shape of like
Oh yeah,
explorers in the
yes.
20s. Yeah.
Or when like 19th century, let's go hunting with all our horses and our dogs.
Yeah.
British
yeah,
aristocrats.
Yeah, exactly.
That's but purple.
Yes.
Which is not
zippers.
How modern. Yeah. No, they're really nice.
So I've worn those a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also really fun for me because those are a very muted purple, but they are purple. And then you wore them with a rusty orangey sweater.
Yeah.
None of those colors are black. No. Those are colors. I wear colors. You don't wear colors.
Yeah, when I go shopping in a secondhand shop, I am drawn to the black section. They're usually divided by section, like color.
Yeah.
And I'm drawn to the black section, and then Matilda finds me the colors from the other sections. And yeah.
We were. Can you reach for the dress or the skirts? Either or. This kind of print is something Teresa has a lot of.
Yeah.
Goes with that punk side.
Yeah.
I really like it. I don't have a lot, but I don't have any actually. I'm like red tartan. I was in a secondhand store recently. I was going to meet up with Teresa and Marcus, my husband, like at a different store, a few stores over, and I was there early, and so I just perused, and I found a blazer in that. And I was like, hi, you guys have 5 minutes. You could just come here first, right? It was a little bit too big, but it was a really, really good blazer.
It was.
Like, I really like, when we go secondhanding, which we do with some frequency, I really like that we like both of us can like the same thing, sure, but it's also like, oh, I really like this for you.
Yeah.
And like, we find things for each other.
Yeah, that's fun.
I think that's really fun. And we've never been like, oh, we both want this thing, and therefore I bought something in January and I was like, oh, we can share it. But it's
and also that skirt, you said that you want to borrow it, so
yes. But we rarely, we don't fight over the same things, which is nice. Yeah. Okay, but what did you wear the least? Category or item?
I picked out a lot of like shirts, like big over shirts. And then I didn't use them because they were too thin. It was too cold.
Yeah.
And I think I picked them out because it was autumn when I picked them out, and I used a lot of them in the autumn.
Yeah.
So I have like, I think we said 4 shirts that I haven't used at all.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 over shirts that are thin that I've used like once or twice.
Yeah.
So those were the category that was like a bit over enthusiastic when I picked them.
Yes. But we did set out to try a project 333 for you. There are 38 items, but you didn't use 5.
Exactly.
So
I did 33 anyway.
Precisely. Yeah, and like the thing with button downs, because I still use a lot of button downs in the winter months as well, but I put them with a cardigan or a sweater. You mostly have hoodies. And I'm looking at it now, and like, I don't know, the one with the dragons on it, for example, and the rusty sweater, that's something I would put together. Like have a collar out and a sweater, and then I can still wear my button downs with the sweaters. Yeah. But it doesn't really work with hoodies.
No.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's your style to have, I mean, that, throw in a bow tie. But
yeah, very true. Yeah. That is a thing I have noticed, that I don't really know how to style if I wear a shirt that isn't like oversized, that I use as an overshirt. If I wear a shirt that's like I button it up,
like a fitted.
Yeah. I don't really know what to put over it to not be cold when I go outside, because I have hoodies and they don't really work. I have one cardigan, but that's too small. It's like too tight to put over it. So yeah. That's a conundrum for you. That is
a conundrum for me. Yeah, for me, apparently. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because that's what I would do with button downs for me, because I really like that look. Yeah. But then it needs to be like a relatively fitted shirt too. It can't be too big, because then it will just, well, unless the sweater is also really big. If the sweater is small and the shirt's big. We sort of touched on this already, but looking back at it now, because you've hung all the things up, what worked with the capsule wardrobe?
Yeah.
If anything. Hopefully something worked.
I mean, I was very happy with the range of t-shirts I had, and I was happy with the combinations of pants and t-shirts and the hoodies. And yeah, most of it worked really well, I would say.
Was there something that didn't work? Apart from like you didn't wear the shirts because they were too thin, you didn't know how to layer them? Was there something else?
I did pick out a hoodie. It was this hoodie, which says, "Which please I'm bisexual," which I love. But it wasn't always that I felt like I wanted to out myself.
Right.
And then I didn't really know. I had one more hoodie, but it's like thinner and it doesn't actually have a hood, so it's not a real hoodie.
It's more like a sweatshirt.
Yeah. So I would have wanted to have another hoodie. Now that the capsule is over, I've been using one of my other hoodies so much.
Yeah.
Because I've just been like, oh my god, I get to use my hoodie again. So I did miss that.
Yeah.
I would have wanted one more hoodie.
Yeah. No, but that's a very good argument too, because not just like, oh, I don't feel like wearing this colored thing. It's like, no, I don't feel like outing myself.
Yeah.
This feels very personal. It is very personal.
Yeah.
And today is not an open day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that completely rules out a piece of clothing, even though it isn't in the wash and it isn't,
Yeah.
you know, all the other reasons why you might not be able to wear it.
It's so interesting because when I bought it, I didn't really reflect on the fact that I would out myself wearing it. And then I like wore it to school one day and I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with this. This is weird.
Yeah. We've touched on like worked, didn't work. But was 38, 33 pieces enough?
Yes.
Yeah. Did it ever feel like it wasn't?
I mean, I ran out of t-shirts sometimes.
Right. Yes.
But I don't think it was a problem per se. No. I don't think so. Like, I wouldn't want to have the same 33 or 38 items the whole year.
Yeah.
Because I think I would get sick of them.
Yeah.
But for those 3 months, it was fine.
Yeah. Did it ever feel overwhelming instead?
Too many?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I don't think so.
No? No, because what I kept realizing from doing Project 333 4 times over, but with different capsules, there was overlap, but different capsules, is that like putting it all together, seeing 33 items, 33 is a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a very privileged thing to have 33. It's a privileged thing to have more than that.
Yeah.
But even seeing the 33 and going, like it could both be, oh, I'm supposed to only wear this for 3 months, I am already bored of it, which is a valid feeling, but also there is so much, where do I start? Even though I narrowed down my wardrobe, you narrowed down your wardrobe, there is too much option. Could still be, like, if you have decision fatigue or just want to try to minimize that, 33, 38 is still a lot.
Yeah.
10 is not. Like,
yeah. And like, I did like you did and didn't count my lounge wear and my athletic wear and pants. Or I did count pants,
but not pants.
Underwear.
Yeah.
I didn't count underwear or socks or anything. Yeah. So like, if I'd had to do that, then that would have been a very limited amount.
I don't think, looking at Project 333, I have not counted shoes, outerwear, and accessories, because I think those are included in the 33 originally. You can't count underwear and socks. You need a certain amount of those. Yeah. And like, oh, I got to keep one t-shirt and one pair of pants, the rest is underwear. Yeah. Doesn't really work.
No.
But you didn't count jewelry, you didn't count outerwear either. So I guess if you did do the challenge for real with counting outerwear and stuff, then the range of clothes you have to choose from every day is smaller.
Yeah.
But
especially in the winter.
Especially in the winter.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to count shoes and outerwear because I have one pair of winter shoes and like one pair of summer shoes and that's about it. So it wouldn't make a huge difference. But also, I'm not someone who changes outerwear very often. You have more outerwear than I do.
2 jackets, yes.
2 jackets.
I have 2 winter jackets.
Yes, I mean in general.
I mean, in general, yes, I have many jackets. Very true. Yeah. But like for winter, I have 2 winter jackets and 1 pair of winter shoes. So
yeah.
It wouldn't have been very different either.
No.
For summer or autumn, that would have been a different story.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was a fun challenge and it helped me find new combinations of things to
Yeah.
wear. So yeah, 100%.
But you're not doing it now.
No.
You're taking a break.
I mean, we did mention that I bought a lot of new clothes during the capsule.
I don't know whose fault that was.
And I want to kind of
I was
try
not
them on
Yeah.
for a bit before I do it again.
Yeah.
It also feels like weird to start in April and then you would have May, June and July.
That's what I did last year. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
No. I think my biggest challenge last year, I'll have the videos linked up here for you. I think my biggest challenge with the capsules last year was that the breaking points weren't at a good point. Because like, again, I did January through March, April through July, April through June, July, September, and then the last 2 months of the year. And it like, end of March when I'm putting together my April capsule, that's not what I'm gonna wear in June.
No.
Because we're filming this on the 9th of April. Yesterday was the first day of spring.
Yep.
It felt like the first day of spring. It's cold. We had snow here on Thursday. Today's Sunday. Like, it's not... That's not June, I hope.
So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We have had that before. It was not great.
Yeah.
But, like, it just wasn't the right breaking points. And then I suppose, yes, you could have started in, like, February through May, maybe. And then, like, you could do that. But you also don't know what the weather will be 3 months ahead. And we have 4 very distinct seasons. That makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
But you're not doing a capsule now. You might do it in the future. What is it like now, though, having access to everything? I mean, some things are out of season, sure. But, like, is it overwhelming? Is it freeing? Is it exciting?
It's interesting because I put all of the clothes in my capsule on one row of hangers, and then I had a second row with all of the other clothes.
Yeah.
And I've barely reached for those.
Yeah.
Since the capsule ended. Like I got my hoodie and a pair of jeans, and then I've a bag that I haven't unpacked with the clothes I bought. So I've been picking stuff out of the bag. So I don't know if I would say it was freeing or just that I feel like those clothes that are behind there, that I don't really need them. Because I'm not using them even now. But I also don't remember what I have there.
No.
Because they're like back in the dark, so I can't really see them. So I don't know.
No?
It's strange to realize how many clothes I have.
Yeah.
Especially since I bought so many.
I am sorry.
It's not your fault.
I was an influence, I'm sure. Could it also be that you had, like, it took us like a month to film this, that you felt the need to keep all your capsule stuff together and not lose any of it, and therefore not mix things in and out?
Yes.
That you sort of kept going for almost 4 months, excluding the new things.
I mean, in a way, yes. I didn't want to mix it up, so I didn't take the stuff down from the one that's further back.
Yeah.
But I felt like I knew which clothes were from the capsule and which weren't, because I've been staring at them for 3 months. So it doesn't really feel like I would mix them up as such.
No.
But it was mostly that I haven't moved them, I think.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Okay, but you said there that you had new combinations.
Yes.
Yes.
Should I talk about them?
You can
or
talk
show
about them. We can do a video overlay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started using my cardigan, which I mentioned that it was like too small to have over my shirts.
Is it the black one that I borrowed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I bought it I bought it for, I don't even remember, but I wanted something that was short, cropped, for wearing with my high-waisted things, because I started wearing high-waisted things like last year. It was a big thing, and I wanted to have something that wasn't a hoodie, that was like something pullovery, and I never really used it for anything but whatever it was that I originally thought I was using it for, which I think was a skirt, which is maybe why I didn't use it a lot. And then I realized that maybe I could use it with my pants and stuff, and I tried it and it looks really good. So I've started using that a lot, which is fun. And I tried new, like, a lot more like t-shirt pants combos than I've tried before. I've had a few t-shirts that I'm like, yes, these go with high-waisted pants and suspenders, but not all of them do for some reason. And then I just tried all of them and they all work, so yeah, that was good. Oh yeah, and I bought a pair of fake leather pants.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Maybe we should mention that when we put the capsule together,
yes,
you were very low on pants that fit, and so you did get some new pants that you tried on, and some were included in the...
Yeah. I included 3 pairs of new pants, I think.
Yeah.
And one of them was... They were fake leather pants, and I was like, when I put them on the first time, I was like, are these really my thing? I don't know.
Which is so funny because like me looking at your wardrobe, like not literally your wardrobe, but like your style and what you wear, I'm like, yeah, leather pants would fit right in. And you were like, do I like these? Do I actually? Wow.
Yeah, I think I tried leather pants before, and they haven't looked good on me. I think because of the cut of the pants or something, I don't know. So I've always been like, no, leather pants don't work for me.
Yeah.
But these really did.
Yeah.
And
so
do. They still do, yes. And so I started wearing those with a t-shirt that is like...
This is very Teresa.
See-through back.
With skulls on it.
Yep.
Gonna see if I can find a skull. There's a skull. Yep.
And it fell off the hanger. I'm gonna put it back there.
Yeah.
And that was such a good combo. Like, oh, I loved it so much. And that really made me feel like I was finding my way back to part of my style that I haven't really been in for a while. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
What's the question? What am I answering?
What you added new pants in. That wasn't the question. It was combinations.
Oh yeah, combinations. Yeah, that's a very good combination.
I mean, I feel like I hadn't seen the, is it peaches on that sweater? Or t-shirt?
Yeah.
I feel like I hadn't seen you wear that a lot before the capsule.
No, that's probably true, yeah.
Although I do think you wore it on a lot of sweaters and stuff now. Like it wasn't always visible. But that's...
I wore this with the purple pants a lot and suspenders. Black suspenders or sometimes red suspenders.
Very on brand.
Yeah. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I got it from a friend who was like, I don't really want to keep this. Do you want it? And I was like, strange.
Yeah.
It has peaches on it.
Yeah.
And then I put it on and I was like, oh, it has peaches on it.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's also a piece, like, unlike the leather pants where I was like, yeah, obviously that's you. I wouldn't look at that and think it's you.
No.
But it works and you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say earlier too that when I did my only wear neutrals experiment, which was when we went secondhanding last, but I was going to say that that color scheme is very much you, but I'm also looking at this behind you now and like there is some navy in there is definitely red, but like you definitely have a different color scheme than I do, intentional or not.
Yeah.
And I mean we're approaching summer, maybe, and so like I definitely start wearing more like bright stuff as well, but I think in general it's different. But also, may I grab something?
Yeah.
I thought of these pants when I saw you hang them up. There's so much space. These are pair of pants you also got now, right?
Yep.
These like checkered, long, high-waisted pants. This is where I feel like we have an overlap, but I think we would wear them so differently. Because I think I would wear these with like a white crop top kind of situation, big sleeves, something. And I think you would like grunge them up a lot more than I do. But they are your pants. I'm not stealing them. They are not my size. It's fine. Yeah, but I have the colourful version, which is not the same material, but they're checkered pants with colour. And I'm like, we could twin, but not really.
Fun.
Yeah. I forget if we already talked about this, but was it something you started using more? Like you put into your capsule and then you started using it that you hadn't worn a lot before then? I mentioned the peach shirts, but I could just be wrong about you not having worn a lot before.
No, not really. Like the cardigan, but other than that, not really.
And if we flipped it on his head instead then, something you included and was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this, and then didn't, or... didn't work out?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of this.
Mm-hmm.
This, I really like it. It's see-through mesh to your boobs. To my boobs, not yours. But it's too tight and also made of polyester, so it smells.
Yeah.
And I thought I would wear this more because I was like, I wanted to have some, what do I call it? I think I called this femme.
Yeah.
Tops.
Yeah.
And I thought I would use this in combination with high-waisted pants, and I thought that would look really good, and I mean it did, but I wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
So just didn't work out.
You didn't wear the skirt, right?
I did not wear the skirt at all. No.
But it's still staying and you like it and you want to keep it. Yeah.
I have these periods of wanting to wear skirts and dresses.
Yeah.
And then long periods of not wanting to wear skirts and dresses at all.
Yeah.
Most of my teenage years was the latter.
Yeah.
But so I'm just gonna wait until I feel like it again.
Yeah, it's a very nice skirt.
Yeah.
I know where it lives. I might find it.
Yeah.
There's also, like, that's also somewhere where we differ a lot. Because I'm wearing pants today, but I feel like I very much lean towards skirts and dresses. And I really like that. I like flowy things, not tight things.
Yeah.
And you are very much more pants than you are dresses and skirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. 100% more.
100% more than you. Totally.
Alright. Yeah, I guess those are the questions I had.
Yeah.
Unless there's something you want to answer that I haven't asked.
I don't think so.
But I think the verdict, unless I misunderstand you, is that you have enjoyed it. You might do it again. It was a fun experiment. It was fun to play around with.
Yeah.
It wasn't, apart from t-shirts running out, it wasn't that hard to get by on this amount.
No.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay then, well, Teresa's gonna show some outfits that you liked wearing from this. I'm gonna play that with some music over it. And then I have some other ideas for videos I want to do with Teresa in the future that she may or may not know about. I have talked about how I want you to buy me clothes.
Oh yeah!
I would give you money to buy me clothes. Yeah. But yeah, I have some thoughts. I also have an idea that you could pick out my outfits for a week. So
stunning.
Yes, so we're gonna do the little try on portion now and then sign off at the end. But if you have any video ideas that you want to see Teresa in, let us know. She has the right to say no, I have a right to say no. But let's
so generous. Generous.
But yes, let us know and we will see what we do.